Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Elephant Room Podcast. I rate the hospital on the basis of their canteen, not their x-ray machine or their CT. If your tea is bad, your doctors are bad.
To the doctor, I was like, doctor, my grandmother.
If she is giving action, anything she wants has to be done.
Yes, of course.
She's holding the action hostage.
Yeah. He had the leading business in India.
Yeah. Papad was there in every household in India. Only if that person worked on it. Like, I don't know why they are drinking so much.
Dude,
Cheers, macha. You're in the 30s. Improve your gut health. Do you have alcohol problems?
Suffering from bloating?
Yeah. Does your urine look like tea? I'm like, that's disgusting. This is Aditya Natarajan and my name is Anand Ratnam. Another episode. Hi guys, how's Aditya? How are you doing?
Oh, wow. We are getting formal. I am doing good. How are you, Anand?
No, it's just the thing is you asked me to tell like, share and subscribe. Immediately became professional.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a fun podcast. If you keep watching, if you're not already subscribed, do subscribe.
Yes, even if you don't like it, just like, share it. Just do those two things and you'll automatically start liking it. Trust me, the algorithm will convince you that you like our podcast. I don't know, man. I'm saying some random shit.
Algorithm.
I'm saying
this is such a word that has come into our lifestyle.
Algo. I don't even say algorithm now. It's हमारा बड़ी algo.
Yeah.
It's like हमारा यार वो बुरा मान जाता है यार. उसको हर दिन कॉल करके बात करना पड़ता है. It's very, it's like
very sensitive like that.
Very sensitive बंदा है.
हर जरूरत को समझता है.
Yeah. That's the fucked up part. It's like it's something like everything you care for, he understands. Yeah. But when it's like you are a creator, he's like, he's like upload more.
आजकल मुझसे बात ही नहीं करता, मुझसे बस काम ही करवाओ.
Upload more. He's always like that. You know what? Like I want you to talk about current affairs. Don't talk about what you like. It's just as a creator. If you're a creator, algorithm is a bitch.
Yeah.
But if you're a consumer, oh my god, algorithm is a whore.
Amazing.
Algorithm is like always looking at you like that.
Yeah. We always say algorithm, like it's always like my algorithm is fucked up. Dude, algorithm is just pushing all these politics reels. Like that's part of our verbiage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
My parents were visiting, okay?
And
a couple of times Kavya was like, dude, algo is just going berserk today. And mom was like, who's that Iran war? Someone, she's not Al Gore.
Ayatollah Algo is very angry because Trump dropped nuclear warheads.
She's like, what is algo? I was like, no, it's algorithm. She's like, oh, what is algorithm?
Yeah.
Then you have to be like, no, like the suggestion mechanism. She's like, suggestion mechanism.
Yeah.
No, what you follow, you get. No, I'm like, ma, that's 2016.
Yeah, I know, that's the funny part, right? Like long time, like a lot of people come and ask you that. Sometimes my video, like when I released it on YouTube, it didn't get a lot of views. Like some 20,000 or 30,000. And people are like, but you have 150k subscribers. How can it be 20k? YouTube will show if people are subscribed. No, it's like, dude, that's not how the algorithm works.
Yeah.
Because everybody is subscribed to like some 300 pages at least.
Yeah.
That's average number.
And now I'm realizing painfully, I mean, this has to be true for my ego to not be hurt. People have already subscribed to everything they need to subscribe.
Exactly.
So they're not subscribing to
there's
no matter how awesome the video is, they're not.
100%.
100%.
Definitely agree. Agree.
Unbelievable stats.
100% agree. No, but also the thing is, it's like you don't want new followers. In the sense, I mean, you want new followers. It's not like you don't want. But also there are the people who are like, oh man, I've subscribed to 300 pages. I don't want to subscribe to another page. Like, no. New art forms keeps coming.
Yeah.
So you will like something, but people like, I don't want to be those. Have you heard those people like, I don't want to be those people who follow 1,000 pages.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to be that person?
Yeah. What are
you better than us?
Yeah.
That you just follow 200 pages?
Do you order from only 3 restaurants?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What are you like committed to that? Like really?
Yeah. We've spoken about this before. It's that thing of, it's nicer that people are fans of you.
Yeah.
Because when you're young, you're like, I like him, I like that girl, I like that band, I like this movie, I like everything. As you grow old, you're like, is anything coming back to me?
Nothing.
No. So why should I like?
Yeah.
It's like
it's the old bitterness. It's the bitterness when you have lost in life.
Yeah. It's
I get it. I understand.
Like, even every now and then, like recently, I saw a familiar name in my notification. So and so liked your reel, and I was like, oh. what is this person up to? I haven't seen her pictures. I clicked on it. I'm like, follow back. I was like, shit, I unfollowed her a long time ago. Shit. I don't know.
That's like the weirdest thing to find out. Like when you have unfollowed some long ago, and then you go to stalk them, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Now if I press that button,
they'll know that I unfollowed them.
Yeah.
So,
I have friends who I'm like, sometimes they like, before this is like a stupid thing. Like there was this one friend of mine who was like really annoying with their stories. Like just like 20 stories every day. Like those motivational quotes.
Yeah.
And then every reel they like is a...
Save that Palestinian football vendor.
Yeah,
like
whatever. No, they were not social cause, but they were like motivational quotes.
Yeah, they were channeling their inner Anand Mahindra.
Boomer.
Yeah.
Basically like intense boomer energy at the age of 25.
Yeah.
So I just like, I didn't know that Instagram had a mute option.
Yeah.
So I just unfollowed. And I didn't tell them. I'm like, they are not going to get a notification.
Yeah.
I can just go about my life. And then there was a time when this person like, did you see my story? And I was like, no, I didn't. Well, what did you post about? It's
and
like,
then you go and see it's private.
Yeah, it's private. You can't even see the story. Yeah. So I just felt like, haha, yeah, I saw it. It seems like you had a lot of fun. Yeah. All generic lines. Yeah. Oh, how was the experience?
Yeah.
I don't like want to say something. Oh, that looked really good.
Last minute plans or pre-planned?
Yeah, exactly.
I was also thinking, what would you suggest?
Exactly. I was just like, wow, how did you come up with that? Just say things which are very general so they reveal.
Yeah.
And I'm telling
damn cool, yeah.
Yeah, I say this also. If they've like uploaded a photograph, this like, did you put it as a filter? Can you share me the original?
Yeah.
So they share the original, and I'm like, oh, I know what they're talking about. Yeah. But yeah, I've had that where I've unfollowed two people without realizing that I can mute them because like if you put too many stories, I get sick of you. I'm like, nobody's life is that interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're putting stories and it's stories of other funny shit, you're like, hey, saw this.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. Or if you're putting your own thought and writing like funny shit,
then of course.
Follow you.
If you have created something and you're sharing that, I'm fine.
Cool with
it. If you're sharing someone else's work,
that's
like, I totally agree. Fuck you.
It should only be, I found this funny.
Yeah. It has to be ridiculously funny.
Yeah. Like it has to be like random funny that algorithm it won't find you on algorithm.
Yeah.
Like it's like some random.
You know how I'm telling you, it's like sometimes you get those reels, okay, that you will like, you have like this category of friends.
Yeah.
That this category will fit this friends, they will like it.
Yeah.
But once in a while you get this meme that every category you can just send it.
Yeah.
Those memes you can put on story.
Yeah, correct.
That one meme that fits all categories. You just like, you just cut. You just like tab on everyone's because you want.
But if you put like India is not for beginners and share please. There are already memes of that video where India is not for beginners is in the video.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need to put it.
What makes you think that my algorithm doesn't have that video? Why do you need to put it in your story? Yeah. Because the whole idea is once you put it in the story, it looks like I am part of this clutter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're not. You're not.
Another thing I really like these days is some people go out, like let's say I go hiking and I see like a couple, like one guy is like setting up a tripod and they're creating content. Then you tag this handle called influencers in the wild. And you tag them and be like, and then you send it to them.
Got it, understood.
And then they put it on their page.
Of course.
And that has like millions of followers.
It's great. It's like that is a nice way to shit on them.
Yeah.
If ever influencers find that. I'm like, I always get like too much, like, especially at the airports you'll see.
Yeah, airports. I'll tell you where else. Kabban
Park. Yeah, true.
Nowadays, I see it in restaurants, like slightly fancy restaurants.
Yeah, everything is an experience that has to be told to their fans.
Yeah.
These are people who are sitting at home on their commode, have no lifestyle. They're like, oh my God, look at this. They're living their life. Dude, there was this one guy, I know this guy fucking created a YouTube video which has like millions of views. He went to Dubai to watch some IPL final and he just vlogged his entire journey.
Yeah.
And he booked like an Emirates, what do you call that, business class. And then he just, and it's first time. And it's like through Tamil language, so he's vlogging like local Tamil also.
Yeah.
And he's like, like people fell in love with it. And it has like some millions of views. So kind of made back the money.
Yeah, of course.
That he put for it. But I'm like, I don't think so. Everybody needs, like vloggers.
No, I want a new category of vlogs.
Which is?
Didn't order from Blinkit, went to buy milk packet today, vlog.
That is good.
I would love that. I would love to see that.
Regular life.
Yeah, regular life. You know how other people motivate you? 500 hard. You can do it. Do it now. I did it. Come day or night. Previous generation, my parents' generation would be like, मेरा बेटा मर गया था सुबह. शाम को मैं ऑफिस में मीटिंग के लिए आया था. Now vloggers are like, like सुबह मेरे ऑफिस से पूरा रात में सोया नहीं 8 बजे उठा 9 o'clock I was in the gym. I gave it my stuff. That's what I want. Like पूरा रात में सोया नहीं, बाहर बारिश हो रहा था, मेरे कमर में दुखा, फिर भी मैं गया. Milk packet खुद खरीद.
You wanted like that level motivation.
देखा.
Got it. You wanted like day-to-day daily life.
That's the motivation we need now.
Got it.
I think we have enough motivation to work out, to travel, to like.
Yeah, I think we have finished that department.
Yeah, gut health. I know how to improve my gut health. But fucking.
No, that's just like we are in our 30s, bro.
Yeah.
We are in that algorithm just finds us. We are in the 30s. Improve your gut health. Do you have alcohol problem? Liver thing. How do you know you're
suffering from bloating?
Yes.
I'm like, yes, always. But
yeah. But that's not. You have to be like, that are signs of early liver damage.
Yeah, early liver damage. One is like.
Does your urine look like tea? I'm like, that's disgusting. First of all. That's genuinely does your urine
I think they only send it to alcoholics. Yeah. I didn't get it.
No, it was like to promote the liver exercise. Is your urine look like tea? Are you bloating?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no.
I'm a smoker, no. So I get that. Years of lung damage can be reversed with this kashayam that you drink 3 times in the morning.
The good bug or something like that. It's called.
Yeah. No, that's for gut health.
Gut health. Yeah. Good bug is for gut health.
What is the 7-day good bug?
The detox, cleanse. The lung detox or something.
Yeah, lung detox.
The lung detox. Yeah, I know. You take that and they have that ad of everything gets clean.
Yeah.
Breath of fresh air. I'm like, breath of fresh air.
Fuck.
I said breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air, guys.
Yeah.
It's great. But yeah, that's so. Otherwise, how's your weekend been, bro? I haven't seen you in a week.
My weekend was good. Did some good spots.
Nice.
The material that we are going to record together.
Yeah.
Cooking, bro.
Nice.
Cooking.
Nice.
Yeah.
But let's sell tickets for that show. Let's see.
Hey, bro. You'll sell, bro. You'll sell.
Hoping for the best. If you're planning to come, it's recording in 2 cities. August 9th, Chennai. The venue is Mayday. Tickets are on Book My Show. Not yet. It'll come. Link will go live soon. And in Bangalore, in this venue called Underground Comedy Club, which is on 10th of August. So yeah.
Both of us will be there. Yeah.
Yeah, he is my opening act. Opening act.
I'm that measly. Don't
do that. You're not
for the superstar who's going to follow.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking nervous, bro. That's kind of like nervous when you do first time recording your solo. Yeah, very nervous.
I mean, I'm sure you'll do well. You have a good material. You know how to build an arc. You're a good storyteller.
It's not just that. It's always not about, like when you fucking decide to record your solo.
Yeah.
I can't even bring myself to say the word special. That's how embarrassed I am of my material. Like when I look at it,
on the edit table, it becomes a special.
No, it doesn't. It's like the thing is, it's embarrassing to say it's special because when we say special, the kind of things that we look up to, which are called specials, I'm just like, I'm recording my solo. I'm recording 1 hour of jokes. Like I'm putting it like that.
But I'll tell you why you shouldn't judge yourself too harshly, because in the Indian comedy circuit, we have to put out specials much sooner than the people we look up to had to. They did it in
the
year
game
15,
has changed. Game has changed.
15, year 18, they had to put out specials.
But also, they always had a gatekeeper who had to like put a knife on their shoulder and be like, yes, you are knighted.
Yeah, you are knighted.
We didn't have that. We are fucking the power of internet is on our hand. You decide if you want to be famous or not. So there are pros and cons of it. I've always thought about that. There's like Louis C.K. spoke about. Like I did comedy for 20 years before someone found me funny and like I did auditorium shows. Is because you had to go through those gatekeepers who sat at like scouts or managers or whatever it is.
See, originally the gatekeepers in the US comedy circuit, they did recognize talent really well.
Yeah, of course.
After a point, they didn't judge the art or the artist, right? They didn't see potential. They wanted to milk what is already there. Like today, for example, every big platform, like even like comedy magazines or those kinds of things in India, will only uplift the already uplifted.
It's okay. You're absolutely right. But the whole thing is the game is flipped. That's all it is. It's like first there were 5 channels. Yeah. And it's like if you came on any of these 5 channels, that means you are amazing at what you do.
And everyone at the same time saw it.
Yeah, and everyone at the same time saw it. And clearly you are the best at what you do. That's why you're there.
Forget about specials. Earlier, if you did a 5-minute spot on Johnny Carson.
That's it. Your career was made.
Yeah.
Your career was made. You didn't have to write jokes again.
Yeah.
You could just do the same hour every year to different people.
Because no one saw it.
No one ever saw it, and like they were nobody like took out their phone while you were like doing your set and just put it on YouTube just as a joke, and your material was out there.
Yeah.
But like the whole idea is why I said putting doing your solo and recording it is thing is because when you do it on a lineup or when you do it to others, the only thing that you're worried about is that can I kill or not kill?
Yeah.
But when you record your solo, you have to get into the logistics.
Yeah.
And suddenly, things besides your material and your performance become
mattering.
variables that can affect your.
Yeah,
like today on the way to this house, like I was thinking about, oh fuck, I need to ask a junior comic to help me with tickets at the gates.
Yeah.
Like in Chennai, that is not an option. I have to ping someone, ask him, pay him like $1,000 or $2,000 to help me with ticket sales and seating the audience.
Yeah.
And
ushering,
I'm like, exactly, ushering. So I'm thinking like, I didn't have to do that. If I was just recording at underground late night, I could just walk and do and then get the fuck out, take my hard disk and leave.
Yeah.
But now it's like all the logistics are becoming a variable. They're like, I gotta think about that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like and also I'm touring next month, so like fucking bunch of cities I'm going.
Yeah, I saw the poster. Amazing.
Yeah, bunch of cities I'm going. So it's gonna be like a little bit up and down.
Mumbai, Thane, Backspace.
Thane Backspace. Then I'm doing
Jashan
Studios, which is in Bandra.
Yeah.
Then I'm doing Pune the next day, and then I'm flying back, and then the next.
Goddamn coffee.
Goddamn coffee is not goddamn coffee is not available. So they have like a private event. So they switched me to 24K craft brews.
Ooh.
It's in Viman Nagar, which is like very close to the airport. Hence the Viman Nagar. Yeah. So apparently it's a 100-seater. So I'm a little worried because Goddamn Cafe is a 50-seater, which is what I intended to do.
Yeah.
Now fucking they're like, no, we overbooked, so we will give you 24 craft brews at the same rate. But I have like the headache of selling more tickets now. So I'm like, it's like fucking nervous. Then I'm doing Hyderabad all over again. I just went there in May. I'm going again because I just want to try my solo again one more time, and then I'll do fucking Whitefield the next week, and I'll be
set and
after
ready.
After that it's just recording.
After that it is chiseling it out.
After that it's just like the whole thing. Let's see how it goes. I'm very excited about it. Like I'm proud of my material. Let's see how it goes.
Great 1.5 month lined up for you. Like
hectic but good.
No, it's an exciting 1.5 months.
Yeah, of course, it is exciting. It's like very.
There's a spring in your step now. You're going to write more. You're going to think about
for sure,
more.
True.
You're going to visualize. You're at that stage where you're padded up. Your batting has not come, but you're padded up. You're like,
Have you seen that meme where one kid is like holding the gloves and the bat, and then one guy swings and the ball goes up and he runs out. The batsman who's sitting at the back, who's next batsman, he walks out. He almost comes to the crease and then they drop the catch and he has to go back. That's how I'm like very excited. I'm like, put me up on stage. I want to record as bad as I can.
Nice.
But the whole idea is the game has changed now. That you are absolutely right. That Indian as comics in general now, we have to put ourselves way more out there in comparison to like 20 years back or 15 years ago.
I mean, until last year, I hadn't learned that lesson. But today, see, I just put out my video last month. Another one coming this Friday.
Wow, fucking yeah!
And then in August, again, another one will come out.
Damn. That's fucking kick-ass.
And then maybe take a break till Jan, Feb and record again.
I know, because the thing is, right now I've understood that whole thing is like, audience they're like this fat. Like, people are obese about social media now. People are like, they want to consume like...
they want 1 kg biryani pack of content.
Every weekend.
Every weekend.
So it's like, the way I could tell this happened to me, dude. Like, I don't know if I told you, I was watching the RCB finals at a pub. And there was this one girl who was just looking at me, sitting on the other table. She was just looking at me and I just looked at her 2-3 times and I looked away. I was like, I don't know, maybe something.
Hey, I'm just like you.
And RCB won. And like, fucking, we chugged our beer and I'm like little buzzing. I'm happy. I've hugged like random strangers that we have won, and my voice is gone. And I'm talking like this. And this girl finally looks at me. I was like, "Is anything okay? What's up?" And then she gets up. Pretty girl. Not a 9. I was like, oh fuck, she looks pretty also. She walks off, and I was like, well fuck, this is my charm. And she's like, no, I've seen your work. I was like, ugh. And then she looked at, I've seen me and my friend, we live in Kamanali, we've seen your work. We actually like your videos. And oh, thank you so much. And like, you should be more often.
You should put out more videos.
Yeah, you should be more regular. I was like,
hey, put it. Chal.
The only reason why I didn't say anything, I was like, RCB has won. I'm a little happy. I just looked at it like, done. And then she got up and she left, and I just continued about it. But the thing was, I was thinking about that women for a while. I was like, you don't walk up to someone and like someone who you are a fan of, and then just tell them you should be more regular.
Yeah, this again. Why do you think that it's the same mentality that prevents people from like following more people? Yeah. It's that good.
You could be better.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I approve.
Like sometimes I have caught myself doing that to someone else. I'm like, why are you being a jerk?
Yeah, if you have a compliment to give, just be
give.
generous.
If you don't, just shut up.
Fucking amazing, dude.
You're just like, all the best, bro. I think you're onto something. Kick it.
Yeah,
kick
it's
ass.
like that typical mentality of not bad.
Yeah, it's like you have to fight for my compliment.
Even a compliment is like you have to admit it begrudgingly that it was not. It didn't suck totally.
Yeah.
It's like that same Tamil movie. How did you like the movie? देख सकते हैं पागला
एक बार देख सकते हैं
हाँ पागला one time watch liked it or no bitch but
no that's what I'm saying. The whole idea is like people that's what social media is right now, right? Like the whole idea is like, for example, there is a level where you reach, those people can put out content whenever they want. Like Kenny can put out video once in 2 years.
Yeah, Karan hasn't put out anything since that 1 hour special.
1 hour special, 2 hours, whatever.
Yeah.
That fucking Jesus, it was too long. And then Kenny hasn't put out a video in a while, dude. And they're like, they put out a video, and I've watched the recent one, that generational trauma or whatever. I don't forget.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he put out a video recently, and it's like, it's the production is good. Okay. Like, you know, lighting is great. It's like he's capitalized on that, like the fame, in the sense he has monetized that fame in a nice way where at least the production level has gone to the next level. Yeah. But I'm saying it's still got millions of views. He has it felt like he never left.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the whole thing about us, where we have to keep putting ourselves out there. It's like that, dude. It's like you keep putting, and then one skyrocket will happen where you'll go sit on the top.
Yeah.
But up until then, you have to just keep working, building blocks by blocks. And I know as someone, it sounds whining, it does. But when I looked at some of the factors about his comedy, I'm like, I was jealous in the first one. I'm like, bro, but I think I'll get very bored.
Yeah.
If you put me in those shoes. Like, it sounds just like, I know you worked hard and you hit fame pretty soon in your career.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Kenny was famous by 24, 25 when you were selling out any auditoriums in India.
Yeah.
You could go to Dubai and New York, you could sell it. 25 is too early for you to be selling auditoriums anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
You know, so it's great that they handled it well.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised that, you know, it didn't. Like, for me, I would have been a raging alcoholic by now, like, behind some dumpster. I had a big career. Like, you know, I'm surprised that you guys have done that. But I feel like this is better in a way where, like, I think I've come to a point where I understand comedy. Yeah. Like, you know, first 10 years was just me trying to punch air in the dark. Like, oh, I think this is funny. Yeah. I think this is funny. I was just throwing every shit. But now I think there is so much self-assurance that when a thought comes, I'm like, no, that's not funny.
So I'll tell you one really deep analogy.
Hit me, bro. Hit me.
In the first 2-3 years, I felt like I was taping together small blocks to make a statue. Even a joke was being built. Yeah. Like this observation, that observation, ye bhi kar sakte, Now I feel like I take a topic, I think about it, and from one big rock, I chisel out the statue. It was always there. I just revealed it to the world. I'm Michelangelo. I built statue of David.
It's like finally he threw the Fevikwik away. I understand how to write anymore.
Yeah. Just give me a hammer and a chisel.
Oh my God. This is like Keanu Reeves finally when he's believing.
But I have a premise, okay? I wanted to riff. I've had alcoholics in my life, like family members who are alcoholics. And then they got better, some didn't, some lost their lives, all that shit. But I noticed that whenever someone becomes an alcoholic, right, the more they damage their life because of alcoholism, the more their relatives make them successful in the past. Yeah.
Good observation though. Yeah, it has to like weight that down.
Yeah, it's like, अरे अच्छा खासा चल रहा है, खराब हो जाएगा. Yeah. This is the first warning. Then,
like when you're 6 months, if your intervention is after 6 or 7 months, it's like there's nothing gone wrong now. You can still bring it back.
Yeah, but
it was like 5 years into intervention, they're like, you know, people used to respect you.
Yeah, then 10 years down the line, once you get divorced and your kid
They're like
leaves
crying
you,
and all.
then they're like, he had the leading business in India.
Yeah.
Because of it, he was super talented.
His papad was there in every household in
he
India.
could stand on his toes and flip a girl in his finger on top while signing a business deal with his right
It's like one Cartoon Network imagination, like properly. But yeah, it is true. Like people do like hype you up when you go in your
like when you were actually doing well, they were like, some arrogance he has gotten.
True.
दो चीज चल गया तो देख कैसे नाक में दम कर दिया.
It's
And
true. Like
the moment you start feeling, that's when you hear the real appreciation.
Yeah, the empathy is not real empathy. It's the
and the flip also works.
Yeah.
The flip also works. Now I'm poor.
Yeah.
Right? But if I become successful, my poverty today will be referred to as humble beginnings.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a different word.
Yeah, it's just a different
It's true.
word. Yeah.
But like but the whole thing is, I think just people like gossiping so much.
Yeah.
That when someone is doing something wrong in their life,
Yeah.
we love to talk about it. We don't even know that we are doing equally wrong.
Yes, dude.
But we just love talking about only if that person worked on it. Like, I don't know why they're drinking so much.
Dude,
Cheers, macha. Just have to work on this.
We are functioning.
Yeah,
right?
we are functioning alcoholics. Da.
It's like
sir, one pepper masala. Like you see the hypocrisy in like the. I've done it. I've done
the
it.
hypocrisy is right there. I ordered Zepto Cafe samosa party platter.
And then you will have
healthy salad recipe reels while waiting for the samosa.
I've done that. Like I was talking to this girl, okay, and she was having after a meal. She has this thing. She likes having Diet Coke.
Huh.
That's her like.
Cheat.
That's her. She likes that. Like after my spicy meal, I like having one Diet Coke, and she has done a proper research on Diet Coke. She's gone and read blogs and everything. She's listened to like fitness enthusiasts talk about like it does not have that much calories. It won't affect your life. And I'm telling her like, no, you should not believe. I've spoken to doctors, which I haven't.
Yeah. Dude, I love throwing things just when.
I've spoken to doctors.
Isn't that a little sadistic? You're like, she's seeming too confident. Let me break her spirit
it down
right now.
I've spoken to doctors. That chemical. How much do you know about that chemical?
Yeah.
Do you know that if it's not if it is tasty and it's not sugar, that means something else.
Yeah. What is that?
What is it? Do you know what it is?
We don't have enough data to know if it's good or bad.
Exactly. And I'm telling her this, and she's looking at me like, didn't you drink like 3 days straight? I'm like, see, I at least know what I'm doing. It's just the dumbest thing that, you do that. Like the hypocrisy is next level. Like I've caught myself doing that. Like you're only talking about that person because it makes you feel better about yourself.
100%. Like when the previous generation's same equivalent, Diet Coke equivalent was, people used to be like, Pani Puri, my mom used to eat Pani Puri and be like, but this is not bad, this is Jaljeera, no, it's good for digestion. And then my dad would be like, you know what water they make it from? Dude, you know where it comes from?
Yeah, where it comes from. How do you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
Or those people who go to a juice bar and they're like, ice mat dalna.
Yeah.
Because you don't know which water they make.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
from.
Yeah.
I'm like, he hasn't washed the juice machine in
Look
7
at the
days.
juice machine. It looks like fucking when the day he bought it, that's the only day it was clean.
Yeah, like he's like sweet and salty. When it's salty, he just.
Dude, even the funniest thing, when you buy sugarcane from this normal sugarcane shops, not from the juice shop, you've seen that filter?
Yeah.
That normal sugar, not the.
Yeah, I mean the bada chai ka.
Bada chai ka. The condition that it is in.
Yeah.
Because, and also, I live in this place where like.
It not only filters the fiber, it also filters.
Everything.
Nutrition.
Sir, aapka pani. I think you just like I've seen that filter. Okay, I've seen it. It was like, sir, कितना दिन हो गया filter खरीद के?
Yeah.
And I remember that they will filter everything. You'll see like all the, and also I live in an area where it's like random deforestation is happening.
Yeah.
Like every tree is being chopped and new buildings have been built. So like dust is.
Yeah.
It's like it's in the air. You breathe proper. Okay.
Yeah.
Like one day you leave your bike, you can see like the proper dust up here.
Yeah.
And he's like, he has a shop out in the open.
Yeah.
And that tea filter is there forever. And I'm like, how is this healthy?
And the gunna is kept on the
thing.
on the road, bro.
Exactly, gunna.
And fuck all that. The machine through which it's going, that has rust.
Yeah.
That is rusty.
And then my mother is like, no, the sugarcane is good for your gut.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but how is that sugarcane coming?
Yeah.
No, but that's the truth. You have to catch people on that when they like, they feel like my mom does that. she's like, like little bit weight I put on, right?
Yeah.
And my mom is like, "Par, tondi eppadi vandittu irukku. Ermu maadu mari irukka." She told all these lines
You
to
look
me.
like a buffalo. Huh?
Whatever, huh? And I'm sitting like, and I'm the slimmest in my 4 out of the 4.
Yeah.
Okay? But whatever. It's still, I put on weight. I agree, okay? And my mother is telling me all this while lying down on the sofa after she finished her meal and she's on Instagram. And I'm just looking at her, I'm like, okay. And like, me and dad have been begging her to go for a walk. And she's like,
Yeah.
I don't like going to the walk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like strangers looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, nobody's looking at you.
Yeah.
But that's the whole idea. People just...
Yesterday, my mom said something similar. She was like, these days, it's so... People believe anything they want. Someone was telling me that they will take their passport, you'll take your passport and give you one chip and now you don't. People believe anything. Anyway, have this prasad. This is 7.5 years, Shani will go away because of this.
Oh, dude, it was so similar. My mom had the same thing today. I found it, but I didn't want to shit on her because she's just too sweet, innocent.
Yeah.
Like, she was telling, like, she was bitching about another woman who believes in superstition.
Yeah.
And she's bitching about to her to me, okay? And I'm like, Ma, you took me to 5 temples.
Yeah.
Because you thought if I go to those 5, I'll get married.
That's different level. This actually works.
Yeah. It's like, my mom saying, see, at least I believe certain level of superstition.
Yeah.
Only like some logical superstition I'll believe.
Yeah.
What is this illogical superstition or not?
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at her like, okay, what is this logical superstition?
Superstition is itself illogical.
That's an oxymoron, logical superstition. I was like, my mom created a new terminology.
At least I'm logically superstitious.
Yeah, exactly. Logical superstition.
Yeah, it's like that old classic street joke. I'm not superstitious. I'm just stitious.
I'm just super.
I'm just stitious. I'm not like superstitious. Yeah.
That's so funny, dude. Like, that's the whole thing. People are, and the whole thing is, we are hypocrite because we all unanimously suck.
Yeah.
I think that's why legends are legends, is because for some reason they can focus on themselves, which is so hard to focus on yourself because it's so much fun to shit on others.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you identify your hypocrisy, that's good enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, most people refute it so badly.
Yeah.
They're like,
no, but the thing is, if you refute it, the bubble is broken, the reality is broken, you've broken the fourth wall.
Yeah.
It's like, you
have to stay on one side.
It's like, how do I say it, dude? It's like,
refugee nahi banna.
I'll give you an example of hypocrisy, okay? This is like true, I've seen it. Aditya, tune shaadi kar li. You know, teri wife, you're happy. I'm happy for your marriage. You have a house, you have a great job. She has a job, you take care of your parents. But na, mujhe lagta hai tu comedy mein itna regular nahi hai. And I'm like, that's what it means. And people are like, you know what? I do one mic more than you. I'm like, that's how stupid people are when they try to fucking find a point. Like, this happened to someone, a comedian, it happened. Like, they were on stage, they were doing kick-ass. Like, they had the best material, okay? And they were killing hard. Audience was laughing. They're like, dude, this guy's great. And this guy comes out, a typical hypocritical comic, okay? I'm not going to tell the name. But this guy just looks at him and is like, bro, it felt like you were not in your rhythm. What do you mean by that? What the fuck do you mean you were not in your rhythm? Like, give a logical point, bro. That punchline didn't land. You could have done a better job.
This arc is good. This one is good. Like, if you talk about specific, you know what that? Can I give you an analogy for that? People who say that are like, the point that they have is like the amount of toothpaste left at the last. You know, there is so much work they come
to
around.
Bring it.
But the point is only this much comes out.
No, I feel it's an empty toothpaste which they feel there is something inside. They're just trying to, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's nothing inside. It's just a very hollow statement. Because the other comic asked, like, what do you mean I was not in my rhythm? Bro, I have seen you for like 10 years. Don't you think I know when you're in your rhythm? It's like almost immediate gaslighting.
It's not known. It's felt.
It's felt. Like, I'm like, then you are not another comedian. If you can't quantify it, if you can't articulate it, then how the fuck are you telling this person?
Someone similarly like that. I came out there like, I could see that Anand Ratnam influence. I was like, what? We are exactly the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm telling you. It's like it's that ego to make you feel self a little better.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? At least I don't do that.
Yeah.
But there are so many things you don't do.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like, I've always been like, this is like a coming out moment, okay? Not gay. Coming out in the sense, like, I've always been that guy who's like, oh, you should control your alcohol. Yeah. You should be that guy. You should like, finally I've come to him like, man, I like alcohol. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't like it in like tremendous amount. I like it like 1 quarter, watch a movie, and then have a little bit of food and pass out. That is me.
Dude,
I am sorry. I am my dad.
You are 3 years behind me.
Yeah.
For me, it was with cigarettes. From the second cigarette in my life I smoked, I've been like, "Dada ho raha hai yaar, chhodna
Yeah,
padega
Vancho,
yaar."
kya yaar, Vancho, kya
Second
chutiya
cigarette of my life.
Yeah.
Bahut ho raha hai yaar, aadat pan rahi hai yaar.
But it's
Fuck.
so true. We've always like shitting on ourselves. We're like,
Yeah.
this is not me. But that is you.
But then a certain point came and I'm like, dude, I love cigarettes. Dude, fuck off. I'm going to smoke it in the morning. I'm going to smoke it in the night. Then I was like, but there are practical reasons why I should quit. But next 3 years, mein aisa phukega na. Uske baad chhodega.
But that's the thing. Once you accept that thing, like, I don't like. How can you tell this? Like, there was this.
It's like the opposite of that. You like alcohol and you're choosing to continue drinking it. You're not forcing yourself to quit. The opposite
The thing
of that
is, I'll tell you.
all my life I've told people I like reading. Right? You should read more. You should read more. At one point we were like, मेरे को नहीं जानने का है कि शेक्सपियर के बेटे का नाम क्या था. I don't give a fuck.
अच्छा 1750 not interested.
Yeah, not interested. Or 1984 George Orwell.
उसको अच्छा, all the best.
Yeah.
No, here's my argument.
बनाए तो बुलाना.
For some reason, I think taking comfort in that certain things you cannot get, and even if you don't get, you won't be that sad. And certain things you will get, and trust me, it'll make you happy. Like for example, I was this girl. She was like, I was getting like action, okay.
Yeah.
So the 25-year-old Anand is like, bro, if she is giving action, action.
Yeah.
Anything she wants has to be done.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Anything. If she calls you to fucking Nandi Hills at Sunday,
No,
you
let
gotta
me
go.
rephrase it. If you don't do everything she wants,
You won't get action.
goes away.
Exactly, yeah. She's holding the action hostage. You know, like Patrice O'Neill's Hollywood. They be treating us bad and shit. No, that is Dave Chappelle. Sorry. But what I'm trying to say is, I finally reached this level where she was like, dude, I want to go to this comedian's comedy show. I really love him. I think I really like him. Me, personally, not a fan of that comic. I don't want to name him, but fuck it. And normally,
but Indian famous comic.
Yeah, Indian comic, famous, selling out comic. I'm not a fan of him, okay? So she's like, I love him, I want to go for this guy. And I'm normally 25-year-old, and I'm like, no. But this time I said no.
Yeah.
And immediately she flipped, what the fuck are you saying no? And I would be like, but the 25, I'll be like, well, what the fuck? I don't ask you to do anything for me. Why are you asking me to do for you? I would have immediately tried to gaslight her, turn it into a different issue.
Either that or it would be like 99 things I agree to, one thing I don't. And
you don't
know.
Mad at, and this time, the most logically, I just looked at her, see, dude, I don't like that comic. I know I like you, but for you, if I come there, I will be a bitch and make sure that you don't enjoy the comic.
Oh, wow. Served it on a nice gift. You gift wrapped passive aggressiveness and gave it to her.
And I told her, I don't want to be that asshole. I know I will not like it. I don't want to come there and bitch about it. So I think you should go alone, enjoy it, and then come. Let's hang out. I will meet you after the show. Let's go out for drinks. I will meet you. But that 1 hour, I won't enjoy, so I don't want to be there.
Yeah, I'd rather stand outside in the parking.
Yeah, exactly. And I listen to Louis, but I don't.
What an insult to whoever that comic is.
I was in the parking lot like, yeah, this is great. But I'm not gonna fucking watch it. And for the first time, I saw her take it like an adult.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you kind of make sense. You know, I don't want you don't want me to force things that I don't like.
Yeah.
And first, I'm like, you know what? You need to tell that to people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm this guy. I'm sorry. I'm not a. I am an asshole, but I'm like ready to take ownership.
Yeah, and it's. See, the thing is, at least when you come to comedy, right?
Yeah.
Because when you have an observation or a bit, and let's say I pitch it to you, you'll be like, this angle is there.
Lucy, come here. Lucy, come here.
You'll be like, you didn't think of this angle, you didn't think of that angle. Tu is tarah se dekh, us tarah se dekh. We analyze the same topic from 5.
Yeah.
It started happening in regular day stuff, right? So now we are a little more self-aware that, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm a complete piece of shit.
I'm a terrible person. It's...
Oh, dude.
Dude, I was at the hospital. Dad ko kuch test karane the. And at the hospital lifts are a different beast altogether.
Yeah.
They are that giant rectangle shape.
And it's a big lift. It has like support system.
You can observe more people.
Yeah, exactly.
20 people you can observe.
And also, you observe different kinds of people.
Yeah, and all those 20 people are in the border of the lift.
Exactly.
Because in the center there is a stretcher.
Yes.
And one lady is just like looking. This is how, like, if my funeral happens, this is open casket. Yeah, it's like...
This is a phase. I've been in that situation, and that undenying, the uncontrollable rage to ask that person, first time, huh?
No, I was going to... No, what I saw was her relative is standing
holding the bags and all the shit.
Holding the file. And I saw that the file had bends, some oil marks, and like pages inside. I'm like, oh, बहुत साल से बीमारी है इनको.
Yeah, it's like the asshole Sherlock comes off.
I'm thinking if you are taking a lift with your patient, you shouldn't wait for me to ask. You have to tell me what's wrong with her.
Yeah.
Because that's all I'm thinking. I'm thinking like,
Lucy, come here. No, not there, Lucy.
Because every patient has that common thing, right? यहाँ पर एक पट्टी होगा.
Yeah, exactly.
यहाँ पर like on the knuckles they
have that mark of that.
So
what is
now
that
you
called?
know,
Syringe thing.
You no longer can tell what they have.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, come on, 20 people are. They're all asking with their eyes. Everyone's investigating. More than the doctor, we are diagnosing. Auntie,
but in a hospital room, what kind of a person are you? Are you like an emotional person or you're like trying to be funny person?
I am a fully funny person.
Yeah, same here. I did that to my mother, dude.
Yeah.
It was a good joke though.
Yeah.
Like my mother had a uterus removal surgery, okay? And and it was a surgery. They removed it. So she was very weak. They had to sedate her.
Yeah.
And then they told, doctor explained to me, don't worry, she will recover in 3 months. Like she will discharge in 1 day.
Yeah.
But it's a 3-month recovery road. She has to come for checkups regularly and all the shit. Mom is nervous because the first time she's doing a surgery.
Correct.
So I am like, dad is a little worried, like what the fuck is going to happen to mom?
Yeah.
I am sitting there, I'm like, this environment only is toxic.
Yeah.
So mom comes out after the surgery comes out, I'm like, ma, weight loss.
Yeah. Dude,
did you lose some weight?
You can't joke about bombs at the airport.
Yeah.
You can't joke about injuries in the hospital because Kavya broke her hand a few years ago, and we took her to the hospital, and clearly she needed a surgery. It was badly broken.
Okay.
And the doctor, before seeing the file was getting made, it was just me and Kavya in the room, and the doctor was like, so what happened? I'm like, I'm sorry, I couldn't control. She said something really annoying. Okay. So the doctor, they have to take it seriously.
Yeah.
They're like, can you please step out? And they actually asked, are you a domestic? And they got another counselor in there. She's like, no, he's joking. He's an idiot. He's not bad. He's just an idiot.
And they just, for example, they just look out the door. You're like punching the vending machine. I want a fucking Coke when I want one.
My favorite thing in a hospital to find out is how good the canteen is.
Yeah, true.
I
rate the hospital on the basis of their canteen, not their X-ray machine or their CT scan. It's how good the tea is.
This is the one thing I'm an expert at.
If your tea is bad, your doctors are bad.
He's in a bad mood.
Yeah, exactly. Your tea fucking sucks. Like I told you, all Manipal Hospital, you guys, your canteen is the worst.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate it. Like only except that Leela Palace, backside, their canteen is decent.
Oh, their canteen is very good.
That's what I said. Leela Palace opposite. Their canteen is kind of decent.
Very good.
Otherwise, everywhere it sucks. But I'm telling you, why do you keep all the canteens on the topmost floor?
Or basement.
Basement.
Yeah.
Basement is even worse.
Worse, dude. You're sweating.
Yeah, it's like the canteen has the least importance.
Yeah, and then you're like, you should stay hydrated.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you put the canteen?
Yeah, little up.
There is air.
And also, with all due respect, the patients are sedated and everything. We are in our senses and we get to see that. We need more good coffee.
Yeah, we need good coffee.
It needs to create a good environment for, you know what? Hospitals don't give a fuck about plus ones.
Yeah.
You know, we get the least importance.
Yeah.
Like my friend met with an accident. I had to stay overnight at the hospital. The fucking bed they gave me, I almost got up on to tell my macha can school. Let's share this bed, no?
That bed is the width of a dog bed, dude.
It's a train berth.
Not even a train berth. It's like half of train berth.
No, the side one.
Yeah.
The side one, the short one.
Slightly lesser than side one.
Yeah. And they don't give you a pillow. You have to I use my own bag as a pillow. They want no respect.
And they don't care about your toilet sitting position. Because of the patient, they keep it so low. You have to sit like this at the bottom, the commode. And there is a handle you have to catch.
I've done this the worst. I have done the worst one. It's like, there is a button, right? When the patient needs something and the nurse, like an air hostess thing.
Yeah.
And so my friend was lying down and I just pressed the button, okay? She came running. She's like, what happened? Like, is everything okay? It's like, no, I need a bedsheet. She's like, sir, for that and all, you can't press buttons, sir. I'm like, no, but I need the bedsheet. I've done like fucking asshole thing.
Last week, we spoke about birthdays, right?
Yeah.
So, Kavya broke her hand on my birthday.
Wow.
What a gift.
Yeah.
I love it. What a nice lady. Most people think I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Why? But why are you happy?
Because the attention went away from me.
Oh.
It's the perfect birthday.
Oh, like that.
We were in a COVID ward.
Yeah.
And all the accident patients were coming.
Nice.
And we had to wait there to get her MRI.
But how did she break her hand? Did she fall down or something?
Yeah, she got drunk and fell down on marble.
Jesus. Jesus.
We went to Goa for 3 days. Okay.
And day 1 this happened.
Day 2 this happened. Day 1 fucking crowded.
Yeah.
COVID protocols have just been relaxed. The resort is fully booked.
Got it.
Next morning, we didn't go for the breakfast because everybody's checking out.
Yeah, for sure.
Out of 180 rooms, only 14 rooms were occupied.
The next day.
Oh,
you had the resort for yourself the next day.
3 hours later, Kavya fell and broke her hand. Then I took her to a hospital in Goa. We went to the hospital, dude. Goa hospitals are so scary. This is COVID. And there's a...
Do they have a hangover ward?
There's an ortho type hospital, multi-specialty.
Got it. Understood, yeah.
I parked. The hospital was so empty and she was in pain. So I'm like rushing her inside. I'm like, doctor, it's an emergency. Emergency. It's like hollow. The entire hospital is hollow. Then she went inside. She got a scan and everything. And then we had to drive back to Pune. So my birthday was spent like the day before the birthday. We were driving back to Pune. We went to an ortho. He said immediately surgery book karo, nahi to permanent.
So what? You didn't do the surgery in Goa?
No. So Goa, I'm not going to do surgery. Bro.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You didn't know they were good.
I mean, I prefer because we were driving back to Pune. Pune, at least I have so many contacts. I can be like best orthopedic surgeon.
Got it. Understood. Yeah, safer. Yeah.
Once we got the X-ray, we realized that if you don't do surgery quickly, permanent damage can happen. Then I'm like, no, Pune, big city.
Yeah, I know. For that is important. Yeah.
So then.
Yeah, you're not gonna do fucking surgery in Goa.
In Mapusa, like next to Baga Beach. It's like, wo Tito's, ye Fritos, ye tumhara surgeon. Yeah. He also has
like the nurse, the nurses in the evening work in the poker, the casinos.
No, and
they have like extra makeup and all. Like
the doctor's investment. He also has PG. You can text him if you need 3 rooms for boys. So finally we came to Pune and we went to the hospital and that entire birthday on the day of the birthday the surgery was there.
Okay.
So after surgery she was sedated and max painkillers.
Yeah, I know.
They've removed 3 chunks from her elbow and it's like massive pain and she's the hand is like this in the bed and she's sleeping.
Yeah, like this, right?
She slept off at 9.
Yeah.
And that entire ward is post-operative people.
Oh, understood. You have to be very quiet and all that
shit. And after 9
visiting hours are
done. The hospital's empty. The neighboring guy and me, the attendant, the plus one, we both came out in the living room. We were like, in Marathi.
I know what happened.
Yeah, I'm like, radial head surgery. Arey, my mother also got radial head surgery 2 months ago. And then we sat down and we chatted.
Yeah, this is a very common thing.
Yeah, very.
But I did a very embarrassing.
Then we went to have tea at the canteen together. And he was like, you think this is good? Holy family ka canteen thing. Even better.
I've always done this. Is so common. Everybody has at the hospital, when a friend is injured and they're sedated, they're sleeping, all the other friends or even strangers, they become like somewhat.
Yeah, you're bonded by boredom.
Yeah, exactly. You're in a place where a lot of people around you are in pain.
Yeah.
And you are not. And you're supposed to feel empathetic.
But you're a shit person and you don't. You only feel empathetic until they're awake. After they're awake, you're cursing
after they're passed out, you're like, you don't see him in pain. I mean, I don't kind of feel anything. Dude, I swear to God, my friend literally, like his hand got stuck in a bike chain when he was cleaning it and he had put it in first gear. So it's like the chain was rotating and his finger went in and like 2 fingers got cut. Yeah. And it was like hanging. So he rushed to the hospital and they kind of had to do like reconstructive surgery because thank God he came early. Yeah. So it was COVID protocol. So the hospital was not ready to admit him. They were like, no, first you have to do a COVID check and that test will come 24 hours later. Only then we can do the surgery. The doctor stepped in and was like, are you an idiot? He looks like a young man. He will need his fingers in the future, which I don't know. She was hinting at something.
Whoa! Lady doctor.
Yeah, lady doctor. Yeah. He will need his fingers. Me and my...
True feminist. True feminist. Use it for good purpose.
Yeah, it was also the middle finger. So
don't always stick it in first gear. Go it's sometimes true, second, third gear also you go.
Because it's like, her fingers are like this, she fit it like this. Whatever. So we're like, she's like, you know what, take the blood, go for COVID, but fucking put him in the ward, okay? And we are going and they finally do the surgery. Everything is success. And he's sitting. His dad is staying. He's like, Dad, you go home and sleep because he looked at the bed. Yeah. He's like, Dad, you can't sleep in this bed. So Anand, you fucking crash here. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem. I'll crash here. And he's sleeping. I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, I had like some 3 coffees because I thought he might be needing me. Yeah. But he's sedated. He passed out. Yeah. So I'm like sitting next to him and I'm watching Sun Music. Yeah. And he's like, Machan, can you reduce the volume? Hey, I can't hear that. So So I'm listening and he's like, you bastard. And we both are like sitting in the night and listening to like what is that? I think some famous song. Well, I don't remember the song, but we were listening to Tamil songs at night. So that's what I'm telling you. And when you're a +1 attender at the hospital, if it's not a fatal case,
then you got to find ways to entertain yourself.
I don't think so you care that much.
Not
if
at
it's
all.
like, I remember one of my friend who was in an accident and it was like almost fatal, and they told that he might not survive. I swear to God, I did not go to the canteen. We did not do anything because at that time I understood. But the moment doctor said the surgery is finally done, he's out of danger, fucker, we all went to the canteen.
Of course.
We were like, oh, he's out of danger. Fuck that shit. It's only I think, what do you call that? Empathy is a women's emotion.
And also empathy is so performative. It feels like acting.
Yeah.
In some places. Like my dad's older brother, he passed away, okay? And I was close to him. I felt really bad. I cried. I was a young kid. And after he passed away, one day we were like, shit, man, what happened? Fuck. And after that, we were all staying in that house. I was like, can I turn on the TV? Mom was like, shut up. I just died. Why will you turn on? I'm like, what is the connection, dude? Turn on the fucking TV, dude. You have kidnapped kids here. Kids can only grieve for 24 hours. No,
kids are...
What is it about not turning off? What is so disrespectful about going to canteen when someone's in a fatal condition? I'm still hungry, dude. I'm still... Like, I still got Dave Chappelle's joke. I'm quoting it.
I know, but Dave Chappelle can say it. But whole idea is like, it's like... How do I put it? Like, in the sense, I am there for you. But there is nothing I can do beyond this. So... Is the tea gonna come by itself?
Dude, I swear to God, this is not even... I'm fully 100% telling you honestly. Engineering ke pehle, you have like preparatory leave. So, I was studying at my friend's place and I crashed there. And my parents have just come in the morning 6
By crashed, he means he passed out. He slept at his
I slept.
A lot of fucking people are like, oh my God, these guys, I don't know, bucks or not. They say bucks is American dollars. The comments that I got, I'm like, fuck off. Crash means he slept at his friend's house.
Crash as in, I didn't go to bed. I fell asleep.
At his friend's place.
At my friend's place. So I was at my friend's place and my parents had come after I'd left home that morning only, after seeing my granddad. And I still haven't met them.
Got it.
And I got news that your grandfather passed away.
Okay, shit.
So then I was like, shit, my parents have to leave again at midnight. They just came this morning. So I'll go home. I'll help them out. I'll drop them to the airport. I came home at like 12:30 at night. And I came home. My dad opened the door. I'm like, how are you? I'm sorry. And my dad was like, no, go console your mother. And I went inside. My mom was like, kya kar sakte hain yaar? Hota hai. I was like, yeah, don't worry. He's in a good space. It's fine. We were prepared for this. And then I came out. My dad is like, poor thing. I got food for her, malai kofta and roti. She's not even in the mood to eat. I heated the roti. I put we didn't have microwave, so malai kofta bartan mein, I heated it up. I sat down. I'm flipping through channels. I'm like, Zee Cinema pe Bena mara hai. It's a good Amitabh Bachchan movie. And then I was eating. My mom is like, do you have no shame? I'm like, if I'm hungry, will he come back? Yeah, he won't come back. So you can judge me all you want.
No, but that's something like empathy is a very emotional, women emotion. Somehow I feel like women are good at emoting empathy. It's like that whole thing was like, my mother had done it. Like I've seen my mom.
I have never been in a situation where I'm like, मुझे खाने पीने का पता ही नहीं लगा. I didn't even know that I was hungry. No, that is the most honest feeling I feel.
Hunger. Like when my dog died, I swear to God, I was emotionally in a very bad place. But I saw my mom cry and I was like, you can't cry anymore. Because she's taken all the limelight. She's stolen everyone's thunder. It's like she's like moaning, dude. She's weeping. She's she's like water coming through her nose. Like that level of and I'm sitting there like, ma, it's okay, ma, it's okay. And I had to be like, fuck, I can't do anything now because the whole attention has to go to her. And my dad saw her. My dad was like, fuck, man, this is like too much a toll I'm taking. And I just had to be like, literally, I became the guy who had to like call the services.
Yeah, dude, I have the same story. My grandmother, dad's mom. When I'm noticing a pattern. Okay, my dad's mom, grandmother. No one
Today
closer
was
to
Malai
her.
chicken or which one? Malai kofta. Just where is this going?
More closer. No one more closer to her than me. I heard the most. I was alone with her when she passed away. I felt terrible. Okay, I felt my heart sank, my everything. Then my parents came home from office, and my dad started crying. I consoled them. I said, "Don't worry, you've done everything. You're a good son." And now I know, like you were saying, all the logistical things.
Yeah.
I have to go call the doctor. He has to pronounce her dead. Only then you can get the death certificate.
Yeah.
Only then you can get the cremation. So I stepped out. I'm like, wait, I'll get Dr. Meher, okay? And then I sat in the bike. On the way, I was like, these guys won't eat and they won't think about my eating. One quick vada pav I'll put in one sutta.
Bro, that is so funny.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
I had one vada
Did you go
pav.
like with the vada pav, like cheers, and then eat it?
Even when I went to the doctor, I was like, doctor, my grandmother has passed away now. Now
I know one thing for sure, that your grandma was pronounced dead half an hour later. She was like, about 5:30 a.m.
All I'm saying is, are you going to tell me that I'm still hurting? I go to therapy, talk about her till now because I loved her.
Yeah.
And I was sad. But this is a different department.
Totally
bro.
agree.
Yeah.
And also sometimes you start thinking logically, like this is the most logical thing I've thought about. You become so rational that it's like, dude, if I have to eat to perform,
Yeah.
I have to take care of people over there, I have to run around. For that, I need to fucking...
And I can't force...
And there's no way to explain this to anyone emotionally.
It would be insensitive only if I pack the vada pav.
Yeah, that would be damn insensitive.
I'm like, mirchi nahi dala usne
Yeah,
aaj."
exactly. That would have been like if you parceled it, bought it home, and you didn't even share it to dad.
Yeah, I'm like...
You're like, dad, doctor na first time like that would be a bit insensitive.
Yeah, that would be insensitive.
But yeah, like always, like I think
And if the vada pavs were being fried and they said 5 minutes,
Yeah,
and
extra
I
wait.
waited, yeah, that's a problem.
You're like, chalo, ek chai bana do.
तब तक क्या करेंगे?
चाय
But it
बना
was
दो.
already made.
हाँ.
And
No, it would be worse. Like if he says 5 minutes, मतलब 5 minute ही ना,
Yeah.
10 तो नहीं लगेगा.
Yeah. ठीक है, मैं एक
Because
सोटा
10
मर गया था.
अरे यार डॉक्टर को बुलाना है यार, थोड़ा जल्दी कर.
दादी मर
It
गई
would have
यार.
been worse if on the way back you stopped with the doctor.
No, and I can't even tell him जल्दी बनाओ यार, दादी मर गई.
Yeah.
Like, दादी मर गई.
तू बैठे यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो? On the way back is like you stop, it's like what do you mean you want to eat now? नहीं sir, जब when I was coming they were preparing, it was not ready, so that's
And doctor's like, this one's not good. Will you go there?
Wow, that is great, dude. It's like a great it's a sketch idea. It's a proper sketch. You
Yeah.
stop on the way to have. It's like how Seinfeld they happens to, I think, Elaine.
What happened?
She was supposed to meet her boyfriend at the theater.
and she doesn't eat.
No. So he's supposed to be there before. She's supposed to come later. And when she arrives, the guy at the door at the theater informs her that her boyfriend met with an accident and he's admitted in that hospital. And she's about to leave and she's like, she buys a packet of jujubes.
Yeah.
And then she goes and she's like, oh my god, there's such assholes who drives like that.
Yeah.
And like, wait a minute, where did you get that
Jujubi,
jujube? It's like, at the theater. Did they tell you at the door that I met with an accident? So you stopped to buy a pack of sweet.
Yeah.
And then come back. I was right there.
That's...
I mean, that's so funny.
That's
because
why I like Seinfeld, because I've had those thoughts.
Yeah, of course.
I've thought that way. It's just because, let me flip the argument. How many people at my grandmom's funeral who were crying really meant to cry?
No, you can't say that because it's very, you can't quantify it. I can't give you an honest answer.
At least, were there at least 2 people who didn't want to cry, but cried because it would be appropriate to cry?
Everybody was crying. Especially women had to go through that because every woman is crying and some women are like...
Why were they crying? Because they hadn't eaten dinner. That's why,
acidity. Very painful. This is true. I completely agree. Yeah. And also the thing is like, I genuinely like recognize my asshole thoughts is like, for example, like not just like in like death or something.
Yeah.
Even in very similar situation. Like I was drinking in Goa with my friends, all of them. And then one friend got too drunk and he started creating a scene. First I was like, I have to take care of him. But my initial thought was like, fuck, now I can't enjoy. That was my first thought. My first thought was like, this is ruined my drinking night. Now I can't be happy drunk and be like, you know, try to do jokes and try to create some fun. Now every attention has to go to him because I am his best friend.
It happened at every engineering results day for me. I'm like, oh, I passed. Oh, he failed in 3 hours. Shit, I can't celebrate.
I can't celebrate.
I have to pretend like I'm drinking in gum tonight.
I have done this. This is so true. 10th standard board exams, you know, we were like 2007, 6 or 7. And this is like nobody had phones. So we had to go to cyber cafe, type in your number and then the result will come.
Website crashes. You have to keep refreshing.
Keep refreshing. All that problem. So now you can see everyone's mark. Because you just know the roll numbers of everyone. So me and my best friend went.
कुछ नहीं तो at least आगे पीछे वाले को तो देख लूँगा मैं.
And roll number is so similar, right? It's just continuous numbers. So you can just keep typing. And but whatever, I go there. I first type, he first type his. And you know, he says, he erases like, no, you check yours. He was nervous. And I was like, fucker, I was also nervous. So I typed mine and mine comes great marks because I studied really hard that year. Got 85%, okay? Max like fucking 95. I was like, Dad will be really happy. Aaj bencho sweet ban raha hai ghar pe. I was already happy. Then he's like, I'm not even thinking about my friend. I was like,
of course not.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about you. He typed fucking 2 subjects backs. I think remorse was just there for like maybe 3 seconds. And I was just like, oh man, that's bad. Like that's how petty I was because at that time I didn't know. That was the honest thing. I couldn't feel bad.
Dude, maybe I'm slightly not as bad a person.
I think I'm bad.
No, you're not bad. I'll tell you what. I went US.
This fucker vada pav when his grandmom died and he's judging me for fucking 10 standard.
That's the joke, you bastard. That's the joke. Don't explain it. So I when I applied for masters, like one of the biggest things is first you have to apply. It's not like itna marks mila to itna acha college mil jayega. Your SOP has to be good.
Correct,
your TOEFL score, your GMAT score, your marks.
It's a culmination of things.
So it's always like for 5 months you're butterflies in the stomach. Then the university you want accepted you. Now you pick that university. Now you're like visa milega ki nahi. Now abhi hum sab garib family. You have to inflate your work and show it, right? So you're asking your relatives, thoda gold hamare bank mein dal do, thoda paisa transfer kar do. Then you take a bank statement and you prove that dekh hamare paas paisa hai. Visa milne ke agle din wapas transfer.
You have to transfer it back. Got it.
So all of that I did. You rehearse. We went to Bombay. We took the appointment. We stayed that night. Me and my friend. He's going to Tennessee. I'm going to Kansas. We went. And when we were waiting at that counter, now mobile phones, everything has to be left outside. Your relatives can't come with you. You can't even carry anything extra.
Got it.
Headphones also. We are sitting and counter number 8 pe 2 log ka reject ho gaya. How you know rejected is, if that person comes back with the passport in their hand, reject. Passport unke paas reh gaya, matlab wo stamp laga ke घर पे भेजेंगे passport. Accepted. So counter number 8 से 3 लोग आए सुबह से. One Gujarati businessman, one like fancy guy, one honeymoon couple. Everyone got rejected.
Honeymoon they rejected?
Yeah, I mean whatever. I'm assuming. And then my friend also went to that counter. I'm like, oh holy shit. And he went there. And then my number came. And they said, you're next at counter 8. I was like, oh mother, we both got counter 8. Fuck. Then I was standing right behind him in the yellow line.
Got it.
And you can't hear what they're saying at the counter. And he turned around and I saw the passport in his hand. I was like, oh, fuck. But he was so gracious. He came out and said, don't worry about me. Focus on yours. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, fuck.
And then...
so what? His university got accepted, everything got happened?
Everything but visa got rejected.
So what? Now he has to do the whole process all over again?
He has to go through that visa process all over again. But he eventually never got it. He never went to the US.
Oh, so he just studied here?
He studied here. I mean, he just joined a job and now he's in a great position. I mean, no regrets. Met the love of his life, has a daughter. Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah. But then he turned around, then I went and they didn't ask me anything, bro.
They just...
Yeah, they were like... which college? Where is that? I'm like, dude, your country. Dude. It's in Kansas. They're like, okay, you'll get the passport in 2 days. And I turned, I couldn't believe it.
Why did they reject his though?
Some financial, he couldn't prove that they have enough money to...
his inflation of his accountant.
Because my parents were both government servants. They had independent business. And mom's home business, something like
everything
that.
Sounds like a little shady and tricky.
It can go either way. It has to be represented a certain way. So
I know.
But it's very random. You can never tell.
It depends. Is it on his mood?
Sometimes, yes.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Fuck, you're playing around with people's future depending on their mood.
Yeah. Sometimes if you've already been rejected once, the second time your likelihood of rejection increases.
Increases, yeah.
So then I came out and I didn't feel like celebrating. Like my mom called, said very happy. I'm like, please, now is not the time. And I hung up. And I was like, no, it can happen. It'll happen for you. Come on, you can do it. You can
better
do it.
than me.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not. I'm saying that day.
So what, you left him and then you went to Vada Pav?
That was true empathy. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
actually felt empathy, and he actually put aside he must be devastated, but he put it aside and said, focus on yours. Don't worry about
exactly.
mine.
Yeah.
All the best. Kill it. And I gave true empathy. I'm like, what I'm saying is, you can't manufacture it.
I would have been completely petty. I would have turned around and reject this guy also. Reject this guy. I would have fuck him. Sir, he's a terrorist. He's a terrorist. Terrorist, sir. His name is Ajmal. I would just leave on the way.
Yeah.
Check his penis. Check his penis. I'm telling you now. I would be the most pettiest guy. I'm like, no, you come. Oh man, I would have done that for sure.
That would be a good sketch.
Yeah.
That would be a good sketch. You're my true friend.
Yeah.
But just then rewind and flashback, and he's like at the counter. Reject the next guys also. Say it quietly.
He's a terrorist. But anyway, I think we've done 1 hour, dude. We should wrap it up. Great podcast. This episode was really good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Anand Ratham. This is Ati Natarajan. This is the Elephant Room podcast. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Please spread the word. Tell your friends about it. Tell people about it. We need to have followers.
If you think this is good, and if you stayed till here, you clearly think it's good. We are struggling to grow.
Yes.
As you can tell from the numbers, we need more fans.
Don't get angry. I think it's just a very angry word. Hey,
I'm literally admitting things I've not admitted to my wife here. For you guys, you're fucking just
we're doing it for you guys. Spread the word if you guys can. I hope you guys like the podcast. We're putting all our effort and trying to make it funny. Thank you so much for people who are already following us. That means a lot. You know, we're very happy to have you guys as fans and followers.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah. You won't. This is like, if you are already here, you will stay.
Yeah.
This is a bond that's etched, okay?
Yeah.
The only way we can let you go is if you start being woke.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like, I believe in women. One unsubscribe. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this week's podcast, guys. We'll see you next week again on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we'll see you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.